Hey everyone, this is OKCoyote, and welcome to the Magic the Gathering December Pack-A-Day Challenge for December 6th. Today's pack is Dragon's Maze. Now, if you are new to the challenge, this is what I'm doing. I'm opening a pack of Magic the Gathering every day in December. That's 31 days, 31 different packs. Every pack is different. And yeah, just for fun, just because we want to do it. So today's pack is Dragon's Maze. I believe this is the third set from the Return to Ravnica block. I believe it featured cards from all 10 of Ravnica's guilds, so lots of multicolor, two-color combination cards. And I think there was a guaranteed guild gate in every pack, if I remember right. I'm a little hazy, it's been a few years, but we're about to find out together what is in this particular pack. So let's go ahead and open it up. All right. Starting off with a Bane Alley Blackguard. This is a cat on a table. Come on, Jace, get down. Nope, get down. Bane Alley Blackguard is a human rogue, 1/3 for 1 and a black. Yep, just a basic human rogue, no abilities, and not that great a card. Dimir Cluestone is an artifact. There's one of these Cluestones for every guild. This one is the blue and black. Costs 3 mana, taps for a blue or black mana. And you can pay a blue and a black and sacrifice the Cluestone to draw a card. So one of those mana stones, like the Signets, gives you mana for a little while, and then once it's outlived its usefulness, you can crack it and it replaces itself. So not too bad. It's a decent mana fixing in draft environment. Tithe Drinker is next. This is a white and a black for a 2/1 vampire. This is from the Orzhov Guild. It has Lifelink and Extort. So Lifelink, when it deals damage, you gain that much life. Extort says that whenever you cast a spell, you may pay a white or a black. And if you do, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain that much life. So Orzhov got that heavy life drain thing going on, and this is a pretty decent card for its mana cost. I like it. Next we have the Hazda Snare Squad. This is 2 and a white for a 1/4 human soldier. Whenever Hazda Snare Squad attacks, you may pay a white mana. If you do, tap target creature an opponent controls. Seems every set has some sort of white creature that can tap other creatures, and this will be the one for this set, and this is a good card. Tappers are always annoying to deal with. They're good to clear the board, get your attackers through. Maze Behemoth is 5 and a green for a 5/4 elemental. It has trample, and it says that multicolored creatures you control have trample. So just a big top of your curve beast, but if you're running some multicolored creatures, it can give them a little boost as well. Not too bad. Sometimes you just need a big nasty beast at the top of your curve just to get some extra damage in or finish the game. Next we have Maze Sentinel. This is like the Maze Behemoth, but it's white. 5 and a white for a 3/6 elemental with vigilance. And it says that multicolored creatures you control have vigilance. So I'm guessing there's one of these in every color. So 3/6 vigilance, pretty hard to deal with. It's tough to get this off the board. And then it can broadcast vigilance to your multicolored creatures as well. So interesting. Next we have Pilfered Plans. This is another Dimir card. 1 blue black for a sorcery. Target player puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. draw 2 cards. So somebody gets to mill 2, and you draw 2. For 3 mana, this is a pretty good card. It's like a divination with a little bit of an upside. There's decks where you want to mill your opponent, and there's definitely decks where you want to mill yourself. It just depends on what your deck is doing. But yeah, it's a good card. We have the Rakdos Cluestone. Another Cluestone to go with that Dimir one. This one is black and red instead of black and blue, but otherwise does exactly the same thing. Mana Fixer. Battering Krasis is 2 and a green for a 2/1 Fish Beast. So this is clearly a Simic card. Simic is the blue-green guild, and they're known for weird combinations of creatures because they like to experiment and mutate creatures. Anyway, this is a 2/1 with Trample and Evolve, which says that whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, if that creature has greater power or toughness than this creature, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So starts off small, but as the game progresses, this can get really big, and it has Trample, so it's a fun card. Yet another maze creature. This will be the 3rd one in this pack. We have the Maze Abomination. For 5 and a black, it is a 4/5 elemental with Death Touch, and it gives multicolored creatures you control Death Touch as well. In this case, the Death Touch is not quite as powerful when it's on a big creature that's going to kill most things it touches anyway. But again, it's that broadcasting of the Death Touch that makes this a little stronger. Next we have, moving into the uncommons, we have a split card. Look at that. This is actually a fuse card. This is Armed and Dangerous. So, because this is a card with fuse, it's 2 halves. Each is a separate spell, and fuse says that you may cast 1 or both halves of this card from your hand. So, Armed costs 1 and a red, Dangerous costs 3 and a green. You can pay the cost for Armed, or you can pay the cost for Dangerous, or you can pay both costs and play both spells at once. So Armed says target creature gets +1/+1 and gains double strike until end of turn. Dangerous says that all creatures able to block target creature this turn do so. So both powerful combat tricks. In combination, they're even stronger. The only issue is this is a sorcery, so you got to do this before your combat and kind of set up how you want it to work. But yeah, if it's done right, this can be a game ender. It's a solid card. Next uncommon is Krasis Incubation. This is another Simic card. 2 green/blue for an enchantment aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. Pay 1 green/blue and return Krasis Incubation to its owner's hand to put 2 +1/+1 counters on enchanted creature. So this is very interesting. Normally, that first ability, it's like a pacifism type ability. Normally this is a white ability. So you could use this as a sort of weird blue-green removal and prevent an opponent's creature from attacking or blocking. But also, the encouragement is there to put it on your own creature, because you can then bounce this. It's sort of like a cocoon. You put your creature in stasis for a while, and then you can bounce this, and your creature gets bigger. So you are experimenting on it. And then you can play this again later on something else. Kind of cool. Kind of slow, but kind of cool. Next up is another split card. Another fuse card. It's Give and Take. So Give is 2 and a green. Take is 2 and a blue. They're both sorceries. Give says put 3 +1/+1 counters on target creature. And, excuse me a second. The cat is jumping up again. Behave. No. Go sit down. No. Go sit down. All right. Give and Take. He's going to jump up again. Sit. Sit. All right. So give and take. Give was put 3+1/+1 counters on target creature. Take says remove all +1/+1 counters from target creature you control. Draw that many cards. Cool. You could cast these on the same creature. You could put counters on it and then take them right off again and draw 3 or even more cards. So it's weird. I don't know how good this is, but it's an interesting card. Before we get to our rare, we'll look at the rest of our pack. Here is an elemental token. It is green and white, and it says that this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures you control. I don't know what card makes this token, but obviously something in this set does. We have, there it is, the guaranteed guild gate, as I said. This is the Gruul guild gate. Just a land gate. Enters the battlefield tapped and taps for red or green. And that brings us to our rare. It is another fuse card, Beck and Call. Beck is green-blue, and Call is 4 white-blue, both sorceries. So you can. This has 3 colors if you end up fusing it and casting both sides. Beck says, whenever a creature enters the battlefield this turn, you may draw a card. Call says, put 4 1/1 white bird creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. So if you cast both sides, you get a guaranteed 4 1/1 creatures and 4 cards. However, you're paying 8 mana and it's 3 colors. So I don't know how I feel about this, but it's a cool idea. And that's the pack. I'm not sure which of these I would take as a first pick. Like I said, I like the Crisis Incubation, but I think it's kind of slow. Honestly, it's probably the Tapper. How's the Snare Squad? That might be my first pick out of a pack like this, just because it's only 1 color and it's guaranteed to lock something down or tap something down. Yeah, I think that's a good one. I like Tithe Drinker too. It's a small creature. Probably not a good first pick, but it's a card I really like. But yeah, there you have it. That is the Dragon's Maze pack, and that's going to do it for today's Pack a Day challenge. Don't forget to like this video if you liked this video, and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at OKCoyote. We'll see you tomorrow with another pack. Thanks. Bye-bye.